dreamers, pack your bags. We're off to where the magic's at. From castles tall to ocean breeze, every day's a brand new scene. Lights, cameras, spin that ride. We're dancing through the wildest nights. Adventure calls, can't miss a beat. With April leading every leap. Come bounce with me, it's a wild parade. Theme parks, laughter, and a big old wave.
So walking from Disney's All-Star Sports to All-Star Music. I'll let you guys know how long it took me to get to this resort when we get to the lobby. Okay, the Calypso building. And I hear a pool right outside of here, So the Calypso pool is the main pool here at Disney's All-Star Music. It took about a 5-minute walk, not too bad. Looking at the main pool, you'll see all of music themes here, maracas, guitars, even the 3 caballeros in the middle of the pool. Disney's All-Star Music is also open 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. for their pool, as most value resorts are. Welcome to Disney's All-Star Music Resort. They do have their Singing Spirits, which is their pool bar outside. Let's go in and take a look around. So here for All-Star Music, Happy Easter, egg hunt, poolside activities. They'll keep you definitely entertained during the holiday. Here's the directory at All-Star Music. You will see various similarities. It is set up a little bit differently, but it again has 10 buildings. However, they have 5 themes here. So you have Calypso, Jazz, Rock, Country, and Broadway. So all of the music themes. Again, we are here at the Melody Hall and the Calypso pool. It is shaped like a guitar, which is really fun. If you're looking for a preferred room here at this resort, you will want to be in buildings 1 or 10. That is the Calypso section. That's the rest of it back there. Calypso is here, right around that guitar pool. They do have a piano pool. Number 11 is the piano pool. Oh, it's right here in the middle, in between buildings 3, 4, 7, and 8. So if you want to be closer to a quiet pool, those would be the buildings you'd want to be on, which it looks like it's Country and Broadway. And then here is all of the resorts here that we're touring. So stay tuned for the next resort at Disney's All-Star Movies. So as I'm walking in from the pool is just how I entered. So we're looking at Notable Games, which is another arcade. Now you guys will notice most of the resorts are set up the same. So you will see the things in the same exact spot when you come into the main lobby. So as I was coming in and to the intermission food court, you can also recognize characters here playing their music along the wall. How cute! So they have their own music section here. You'll see some of the same options here at this resort as well as the other value resorts. You can also place a mobile order, and here are some of their options here. You'll still see the Surfing Stitch cupcake and other options. You have Impossible Meatloaf, create your entree, and they have the same operating hours. They're pretty consistent with these resorts. They're all right next door to each other, so you can walk from resort to resort and still get the same options if you'd like. This food court also has a Singing Spirits inside and outside, so I think it's great that they've attached or opened the lounge up or the bar up for inside as well, because it gets really hot outside. So let's take a look at some of their Singing Spirits. It looks like they have great beer selection, a Mai Tai, a Pina Colada, which is my favorite drink, a blueberry lemonade, so some other great options here. Now, if you guys are wondering why it's so slow in here, I'm here mid-afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's not going to be that busy, so you're easily able to walk around the resort, enjoy the pool and everything before all of the guests get back to the resort from the theme park. So I think it's nice to be here during the day to enjoy your resort. And again, the market and all the sections that are set up, you're going to see that same exact layout and be able to enjoy and come through and pick all of your favorite food items. What else I did notice too is the pictures are in the same exact spot, just a different theme. So it looks like the bands from Main Street at Magic Kingdom. I'll get a little closer so you guys can see. But everything is the exact same. There is a different color scheme in here at the All-Star Music. Let's go walk back and take a look. I love the green and like tan and brown colors. I think it's really pretty in here. So again, it's very empty because it is midday, which is great to enjoy your resort. You even have Donald, Mickey, and Goofy right here. It's a pretty good size, and what I like too, coming in every resort and they're all watching Bluey. I think that's so cute. Okay, so just looking on the other side of the refreshing interludes here, you can make your alcoholic beverage choices or your adult beverage choices. We're all in this together. So let's go, let's go. Just a further look from the Calypso building and the feature pool. Again, you'll find all of these All-Star resorts exactly the same layout, just a different theme. So we're just going to walk you through just to give you another overview of another value resort. So as I was pointing out at the other resort at Disney's All-Star Sports, as you're walking along, their room numbers have music notes outside. Here, the Calypso building was kind of cute, how it reminded me of the Tiki room with the birds. I just thought it was pretty cool, and as you're walking along, just see music notes along the buildings here, and it is 3 stories high. So you still will get elevators and a themed staircase at the end of each building. As you go into the jazz section, we'll just walk straight back from Calypso to jazz and continue around the resort. Hope you guys are enjoying this resort tour. We're gonna go and explore some more so you guys can get an idea of exactly how these resorts are laid out. There is a map. Here in the middle of the All-Star Music, in the Jazz Inn section, they have a beautiful waterfall. So in regards to where the food court and the feature pool is, you just walk straight back and you'll see the piano pool. Welcome to the piano pool. They do have the recreation here as well. Looks like they're doing some refurbing. But just a glimpse back there, I do see Ariel and Sebastian back there in the piano pool. It actually has keys that you can walk on. So before you get it. At the piano pool too, they also have a Foss like radio over there. That's pretty awesome. Back here at the piano pool, they have a Calypso campfire. They have movie Under the Stars. Today is Thursday, so they are having Zootopia. And then just some other, you can check your daily guide or times guide for more activities that they may provide while you're staying at Disney's All-Star Music Resort. As you're walking around the resort, you can see those staircases that are themed, including there's a huge speaker over here. How fun, right? It's just inside a huge speaker, your staircase. I think this section is kind of cool because they actually have a classic car back here, speakers and guitars and jukeboxes like the 50s. I think that's kind of cool. They actually look like the car, it looks like it's on the road, right? They have the white dashes in the middle. Let's get a closer look. So this is the rock section if you want to stay in these buildings. The rock end with the car here. I just want to get a closer look. So pretty awesome they have it here. You can always check the map to see which buildings you want to be in. This is building number 3 that I'm looking at to put in a request or choose the option of where you want to be while you're staying at the resort. Also, building 3 is next to the piano pool, so that's really convenient. All right, welcome to the Country Fair building at building number 5. It's right behind the piano pool as well, and some huge cowboy boots. That's always so fun, right? All of the icons and everything that are out here. This goes with the theming of the food court with the brown and those type of colors. Just the Country Fair. Along these rims, you'll see Mickey's. The represent here. And then the CF is for Country Fair. Huge statue of cowboy boots. That's so fun with the guitars, the banjos, everything to be country. And it's neat too. They have the music notes like 9 3/4. It looks like no Harry Potter reference here, but just wanted to point that out. They do have it on the side. The other section is the stage door, which is the Broadway. So whichever room or building that you're in, you'll have a great time here at any of these all-star resorts. The Broadway section, they're actually repainting and refurbing right now, but you can see the hat and the wands for Magic or Broadway. And then let's go over and see the Aladdin over here. So welcome to Broadway, such as Frozen, Beauty and the Beast, Mary Poppins, Lion King, and Aladdin. It's just like walking into the theater in this section. If you're looking at the bottom, you can see for ticket booth. That's kind of cool. So can I have one ticket to Aladdin, please? What I also thought was cool at the top of the Broadway section, you have the top hats. So that's really fun. The gloves, the wands. Just like you're walking into Times Square in Broadway, that's what it represents. So that's where we're standing at right now. We actually saw Aladdin on Broadway and 42nd Street in Times Square. So I think that's awesome. They hit Broadway Aladdin musical. It was a great show. They also have Broadway musicals, including The Lion King and Musi's and Ida, love story. So pretty awesome. Okay, as well as this resort, you'll find all of your things that you need to know right here in the lobby. It's a little bit different. It's red. But just take a look around. We'll finish up in Maestro Mickey's. Maestro, if you please. Let's go into the gift shop. Okay, so they also have their exclusive merchandise here. It does look the same across all the all-star resorts. It doesn't specifically say music, movies, or sports. So they all look the same. In their gift shop, you can also find some fun merchandise, such as the Fun in the Sun. You can find some snacks, drinks, water bottles, coffee mugs. You can find some pins, shirts, sunglasses, just different things in here. So as you're shopping and before you head out to the parks, they have all you need right here in Maestro Gifts. So just want to thank you all for watching. They have an all-star ornament. And let me see how much it is. $24.99. And again, it's just all stars. Doesn't specify, but it does have music, movies, and sports on there for the icons. So they do have this t-shirt, and it's $39.99 for all stars. They have it in white and blue. So here at the register, you can see cassettes, CDs, and records here, including Mickey. They also have some more memorabilia around the resort. They have the 3 Caballeros, Mickey shorts, Walt Disney's Mickey's Good Deed, posters of classic music. In Maestro, they have a Mouseware's spoon holder. It's only $9.99. I think that's really cute. The shop hours are open 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, so just to tell you guys a little bit more about Disney's All-Star Music Resort, it did open in November 22nd, 1994. Construction actually began in 1992. The Calypso building opened on November 22nd, 1994. However, Jazz followed by December 18th, Rockin' January 20th, 1995, Country Fair on February 12th, 1995, and Broadway on February 17th, 1995, so they didn't all open at the same time. So I found that kind of interesting about this resort. But each resort, all the All-Stars are all back here behind the same security booth, as well as all of them look a little bit different, but they're all pretty much the same. They all have outdoor rooms. The prices are pretty much the same. Now at All-Star Music, they actually do have a family suite, which will cost a little bit more. Most rooms hold 4 people, that's the max. The suite will hold up to 6, but there's very limited rooms here for that choice. You do get bus transportation to and from the theme parks. I did not see an internal bus. They used to run resort to resort back here, but I only see one running from each resort now separated to go from park to resort and into the water park. So it's a little bit different. But I hope you guys have all enjoyed these resort tours. Stay tuned for the next one. It'll be Disney's All-Star Movies. Ta-ta for now. Bye.